My hands felt cold as Amanda slid one glossy photograph after another across the polished mahogany dining table. Each image captured me in different cafes and restaurants around the city. In every shot, I was leaning forward, engaged in conversation. With a man. Sometimes smiling, sometimes brushing my hair back, sometimes lightly touching his arm. Asterisk beside me. My mother-in-law Eleanor gasped sharply, clutching at her pearls as though her heart had just cracked in two. The room suddenly felt airless, every eye turning toward me as Amanda's voice rang out, dripping with a false sweetness that could barely hide the venom beneath. Asterisk, look at these. David, she said, placing her hand possessively on my husband's shoulder. While you've been working yourself half to death for this family, Sophie's been running around with men all over town. Asterisk on David's other side sat Jessica, his mistress, silent, watching, a cruel little smirk tugging at the corner of her lips. Asterisk Amanda's eyes glittered with triumph as she delivered her final dagger. Asterisk, now you don't have to feel guilty about Jessica anymore. And best of all, you won't have to give Sophie a single thing in the divorce. My name is Sophie Bennett. I'm 32, and this is the story of how my husband's family tried to destroy me, and how I turned their trap into their ultimate downfall. The family I had devoted 8 years of my life to gathered around those photographs, like vultures circling prey. Asterisk Eleanor, my mother-in-law, picked one up with trembling fingers. Her voice cracked as she whispered, Sophie, how could you? We welcomed you into this family. We trusted you. Asterisk once, her disappointment would have gutted me. But now? I only watched with calm detachment. Asterisk Amanda squared her shoulders, planting one hand on her hip while pointing to the evidence with the other. Well, what do you have to say for yourself? She demanded, clearly savoring the moment she believed would break me. Asterisk, I took a slow, deliberate sip of water. My eyes flicked across the table. David refused to meet my gaze. His parents looked suitably devastated, though I noticed George, his father, seemed more uneasy than furious. Asterisk, finally, I set my glass down and said evenly, nice pictures. The lighting is excellent. You must have paid your private investigator. Quite a lot. Asterisk Amanda's smile faltered. This wasn't the tearful breakdown she'd been waiting for. Asterisk, that's all you have to say? She snapped. You're not even going to deny it? Asterisk, I reached into my purse. The tension in the room skyrocketed. They thought I'd pull out tissues, maybe a confession. Instead, I placed my tablet on the table. Its black screen reflected their stunned faces. Asterisk, why would I deny it? I asked, my tone razor sharp. Every man in those photos is a divorce lawyer. The silence that followed was deafening. Amanda's mouth fell open. What? She stammered. Asterisk, I pointed to each photo like I was delivering a lecture. Asterisk, that's James Morrison, the best family lawyer in the city. This is Michael Turner, specializes in cases of infidelity. And this one, William Parker? He's known for handling asset hiding during divorce cases. Asterisk Amanda's face turned ashen. David stared fixedly at his water glass, refusing to look at me. Asterisk, you see? I continued calmly. When I caught David and Jessica together 3 months ago, I decided to prepare properly. Asterisk, you're lying, Amanda said, her voice suddenly uncertain. Asterisk, I powered on my tablet and flipped the screen toward them. Emails, signed, consultation agreements, retainers, stamped documents. Asterisk, the wonderful thing about lawyers, I said sweetly, is that they keep excellent records. I let the weight of silence settle before turning my gaze to David. Asterisk, and that's not even the most interesting part. Asterisk, Eleanor's voice trembled. What do you mean? Asterisk, well, I leaned back, folding my arms. During one of my consultations, I learned about some very curious property transfers in this family. A few new companies created, some houses quietly moved around. Interesting timing, too, all beginning about 3 months ago, right when David's affair started. George shifted uncomfortably. David frowned and turned to his father. Dad, is that why you had me sign those papers last month? You said it was just routine family business. Asterisk, the realization hit him. His own family wasn't just covering his affair. They were hiding assets, cutting me out before the divorce. Asterisk, David. Sweetheart, we were just protecting you. Eleanor began. Asterisk. Actually, I cut in smoothly, you were committing fraud. And my lawyers have documented everything. Asterisk Amanda sank into a chair, the smug confidence draining from her face. You knew, she whispered. You knew this whole time. Asterisk, I nodded, gathering my things. Next time you hire a private investigator, make sure they're not working for both sides. I stood adjusting my dress. Oh, and David? Your lawyer will receive paperwork tomorrow. You may want to read it carefully, especially the section about fraud. Asterisk at the door, I glanced back at Amanda. Thanks for the photos. They'll make excellent evidence. Asterisk, my heels echoed like a drumbeat as I left. Only when I reached my car did I allow myself a small private smile. Asterisk, they thought they'd cornered me. But they had no idea the storm I prepared. Asterisk?